It's the final few seconds before the lights go out and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analysed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure.
Welcome back, F1 Manager family, to another F1 Manager video. And today's video is going to be all about wet races in Series 12. So for those of you who are struggling with your wet races in Series 12, this video is just for you. So we're going to be showcasing wet races on Silverstone, wet races in Australia, Melbourne, and wet races on the Spa. So yeah, with that being said, remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, and also hit the like button. Also want to give a huge shout out to Frederick for a donation over there on our PayPal account. So if you want to donate to our PayPal, the links is in the description. Just go there and hit the link and make a donation if you can. It will be really appreciated. So thank you once again, Frederick, for your donation to the channel. Alright, so let's get straight into this video. Alright, so let's go. So this is a wet race guide for Silverstone. A lot of people have been asking me about Silverstone, how to win on Silverstone. So what you want to do on Silverstone here is always try to do the 3-2-2 strategy. It's 100% effective for Silverstone, 3-2-2. So you want to go for 3 laps on conserve. And then you want to go to pit into another set of wet tires, and you want to go for 2 laps, and then you want to go back boost to the finish. So 3 laps, 2 laps, and boost to the finish. Alright, so you're going to go to pit in the 3rd and in the 5th lap, and then boost to the finish. Alright, so that's Silverstone strategy. What I do to fine-tune the Silverstone strategy is exactly what I'm about to do here. Is to use boost periodically for certain goals. Alright, so I'm going to start the boost here in the 2nd lap with both drivers right at this corner here, and we're going to let that run because some drivers will go to pit in the 2nd lap here on Silverstone, and when you start the boost at that corner in this lap, and you want to cut the boost right here, the finish line, like that number 7 car that went into pit, then you get the overtake on that car while it's in pit. Sometimes it's a lot more than that 1 car. Then you want to put in your go to pit orders. And once we're on this corner again, we're going to start the boost phase again. So this is the fine tune of the strategy for Silverstone. This is my personal strategy that I use for Silverstone, and I find it very, very effective to use the 3-2-2 strategy for Silverstone. Very effective. 1-2-5 right there for pit. We should get out 1-3-2, get out right behind our rival here. Alright, so now we're in our boost phase. So once you have conserved that first 3 laps, you're now going to be in your boost phase, and this is where you want to keep that boost running on those drivers straight to the finish. So we're going to go back into pit in the 5th lap and boost to finish. So if you're struggling to win races on this track, this is exactly how you want to race on Silverstone. Even if it's a dry track, you can start off with soft tires. However, if you're going to start off with soft tires for Silverstone, you'll have to conserve from the start. So you'll start the conserve phase right there, and then that conserve phase will bring you straight to pit in the 3rd lap. or you can go for soft tire, for hard tire start, and then you will be able to do exactly what I'm doing now. Use that extra boost. We forgot to go to pit. We missed pit there with Albon. That's okay. We're gonna cut him down. Our rival Hamilton here did not go to pit in the fifth, so he's gonna run out of tires unless he's gonna go to conserve. He's gonna run out of tires. So you want to go to pit in the fifth with your driver, and you want to continue that boost to finish. But because we missed pit with Albon there, we cut down, and then we're going to start back the boost as we push him into pit. Alright, so this is a pretty easy strategy for Silverstone. Alright, so if both drivers had pit in the fifth, Kimi here would have now been able to overtake our rival pretty easily. Pretty easily. Our Albon would have already passed the pit lane, so he would have gotten the overtake, be in front of our rival before they go to pit. So at this point in the race, your drivers are going to run low on fuel due to those two boost stints that you did in the second lap and in the third lap. Those two boost stints run your drivers out of fuel, but that's okay, as you will have a pretty decent lead on your rival, so he won't be able to catch up. So yeah, good race. That's how you want to be winning on Silverstone. Doesn't matter where you pole. Once you use a 3-2-2 strategy for Silverstone, it's 100% chance that it's going to work out for you. Well, there we go. Another legendary crate live here in the recording. Let's take a screenshot of that. Pretty decent there. Awesome. So that's 3 legendary crates now. We have 1 crate left to go, and then we're gonna unlock all of those legendary crates. Let's open this race crate here. $8, pretty nice. Now we're at the waste portion of the crate, and then we go to the rares. Alright, so yeah, that was a good one. Alright, so let's get straight back into Series 12 for another race. Hopefully we can get the Spa, or we can get Spain, or we can get Australia, so we can dive into this strategy. Fingers crossed. Hopefully we don't get Silverstone again. Alright, so we're going to go with a 4-2-2 strategy. Start off with the boost as always. Let those drivers get aggressive. Let them pick their positions. And we're going to cut down and cut down. So we're going to conserve for 4 laps. Then we're going to boost to finish. Doesn't matter if our rival is overtaken, as long as we're in our conserve phase, it's all alright. Sun will be coming out in the middle. It will be cloudy with some sun, so that means the track is going to dry in about 1.5 lap. So you always want to keep those weather numbers in your brain. So 1.5 lap, the track will be totally dry. Once that cloudy with sunny comes out, it should come out right about the 3rd lap, the beginning of the 3rd lap, and we're gonna go for 4 same way. So by the time we get to pit, it will be dry, so we will be going to pit into soft tires. So I take it this is a wet race tutorial. So I'm going to change the title to wet race tutorial. How to do wet races in Series 12. That's going to be the title of this video. Alright, so here comes the sun. So we have 1 lap remaining, and then we should go to pit into soft tires. It's 1 minute 17 until the rain starts again. That's all right. Then we will do 2 laps. We're now in our boost phase. Then we'll do 2 laps on soft tires, and we're gonna go back to pit into wet tires. So let's put in our go to pit orders here. Go to pit. We have the tires to boost, or rival tires don't look so good. As you can see, his Grosjean tires are pretty worn out. And Grosjean is a driver with high tire management, so yeah, he has been using regular driving rather than to conserve. And his Kimi is just out of tires altogether. Alright, so 129 and 145. So both of our drivers got out of pit before his drivers. And yeah, we're now in our boost phase. He went back to pit into wet tires. Big mistake right there to go back to pit into wet tires, as it's going to take about 15 seconds before the rain comes down, and our soft tires is going to take advantage of that and give us that extra boost in the lead. Alright, so now we're going to go back to pit into wet tires into the 6th. So we're still sticking to the strategy of going for a 4-2-2. Hopefully our next race we can get a wet race on the Spa. A lot of people have been asking me about the Spa on wet races. So we're stuck behind Bottas on wet tires. He's slowing us down here. He's going to pit, that's why. Alright, so we should get out of pit pretty fast. 135 and 135 for a second driver. The game glitches when we leave pit because we leave pit so fast. And we're still in our boost phase, as we will be boosting directly to pit to the finish. So we're boosting straight to the finish. So yeah, that's how you want to race wet races. Kimi is now out of fuel. He's going to go to conserve. Our rival Grosjean, once again, he's about to run out of tires because of our rival doing a one pit strategy and not going back to pit. Plus he pitted to wet tires way too early. So yeah, we can still give Kimi a little boost here, and he should be able to catch up and possibly get the overtake. No, he's not going to get it. Alright, so yeah, that was a good race. Let's give him a well done and good luck. Alright, so fingers crossed for our next race. That is the Spa and it's a wet start. That's not another legendary crate, as I don't have a free crate slot, so that's why the legendary crate repeats. Just so for those who might get stoked. Alright, so we currently have 3 legendary. Pretty awesome. Alright, let's hope we get the Spa for this one and it's starting to wet. Alright, here we go. So this is going to be the wet race tutorial for the Spa. This is what I do in wet races for the Spa. I conserve for the first 3 laps after I start off with a boost. So you want to start off with a boost and just let your drivers pick their positions. Sometimes you get a good start, sometimes you get a bad start, and you want to cut down the boost. For us here, we got a bad start. Also going up against Lewis Hamilton and Kimi. Hamilton's one of the best wet driver, if not the best wet driver in the game for the 2020 season. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so you just want to conserve for the first 3 laps. We're gonna boost in the 3rd lap to pit. So it's basically conserving for 2 laps and boosting for your 3rd lap. Yeah, that's what it is. Conserve for the first 2 and boost for your 3rd lap. Alright, Hamilton still in 20th place. Albon still in 23rd. His Kimi still in 9th place. My Kimi still in 13th place. Alright, race is looking pretty decent now. Let's look at their tire management. His tire management is pretty low, so he will be going to pit in this lap, as we will be going to pit in the 3rd lap. So we might get the overtake via pit. You see, Hamilton definitely is going to have to go to pit. Alright, so he didn't go to pit with his Kimi here, and we're going to start our boost with our Kimi. We're going to go back into a fresh pair of wet tires. Hamilton not going to go to pit. He's going to run out of tires. Kimi should run out. His Kimi should also run out of tires. So we should get the overtake on both those drivers before going to pit. So we're boosting straight into pit now with both drivers. And our rival opted to go for 3 laps and run out of tires. Pretty good stuff. So here we are. We're about to go out of tires right at the pits. There we go. And with our fast pit time, we should get out before he does. There we go. So now once you go into pit, you want to go to regular driving, as we're not going to go back to pit at all. We're just going to go to regular driving, and our drivers should be able to go straight through for 3 laps on regular driving without going back to pit. It's basically maintaining your position kind of thing. This is how I race wet races on the Spa. So even if he's boosting now, he's wearing down his tires, so he should go back to pit, and while I will go back to pit. So this video started to be for the new strategy for soft tires, but then it turns out to be a wet races for Series 12 video. So keep an eye out for the new strategies video. Make sure you have your post notifications on so you get notified once it go live. Alright, so let's see we're gonna go back to pit into soft tires. We're gonna boost here, start the boost. So this is the thing with on regular driving. You can modify yourself at any point in the race. If it was still raining or a bit higher up in the percentage of wetness, then we would have continued to go on regular driving to finish. But since it's drying out, we're gonna go to soft tires, and that should give us that extra boost to boost the pit to finish. Plus we have all that extra fuel that we have been using on regular driving and have been conserving, so we're good to boost for 1 lap. And once it goes to 0, all the wet tires are gonna slow, and our soft tires should do the rest. So yeah, if it's a full wet race on the Spa, conserve for 2 laps, boost the 3rd lap into pit, and then you want to switch it into wet tires and go back to regular driving, and that should just bring you straight around for 3 laps, for the remaining 3 laps. So look out for the video for the dry races. And yeah, pretty epic. Got that win. Pretty awesome. Let's give our rival a well done and a good luck. You're gonna see another legendary crate after this one, and we did not win another legendary crate once again. For those of you who don't know, due to our crate slots being filled, this legendary crate is going to be repeated until we get that crate slot free up. Then the new crate is going to come into play. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. Hope it helps. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you